Good morning, everyone. I'm Engineer Marizen Contreras from the University of Batangas, Philippines. As your keynote speaker for today, the topic that I'm going to impart is all about Lean Six Sigma for educational systems. So why did I choose this topic? Just because, as we all know, everything in science and technology starts with education. Continuous improvement in educational systems will lead us to progressive learning process from basic to higher education and so on. But before everything else, let us first define education. So it is the process of facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits. Education can take place in formal or informal setting. So our focus will be in the formal education. In our country, formal education starts from basic education, that's K to 12, to higher education or the tertiary education, which is provided by public and private schools, colleges, universities, technical and vocational institutions in the country. Educational systems are designed around a set of values or ideals that govern all educational choices in that system. So those educational choices include the type of curriculum, organizational models, design of the physical learning spaces, student-teacher interactions, methods of assessment, class size, educational activities, and more. The objective of educational systems are, of course, to build a brighter future for our students as professionals and as citizens and provide them with the skills to obtain well-paying and valued careers. But just like other organizations, educational institutions are faced by so many challenges that according to Timothy Winders of Purdue Polytechnic, those are increased student success and retention, increased reporting demands, increased competition for funding, pressure to lower cost. So in order to face those challenges, our educational systems need to adopt Lean Six Sigma that will help us improve our performance, lower our costs, and improve customer satisfaction. So what is Lean? According to Henry Ford, we will not put into our establishment anything that is useless. So the core idea is to maximize customer value while minimizing waste. Simply, it means creating more value for customers with fewer resources. So it is a system of techniques and activities that is focused on the elimination of all non-value adding activities and waste from business. So currently, almost 80 to 85% of our activities are non-value adding. So what are these value-added activities, enabling value-added activities, non-value added activities? The value-added activities is any action that is taken or action taken that increases the benefit of a good or service for our customers. For our enabling value-added activity, these are activities that do not add value to a customer but must be performed to allow value-adding activities later on. For the non-value-added activity, these are activities that does not increase the worth of what is delivered to our customer. Examples of non-value-added activities or wastes in educational systems are, for defects, those are redoing reports, making changes over and over to documents, etc. For the overproduction, ordering forms, etc. that go out of date and must be thrown away. For transportation, the distance that paper has to travel to get approvals, signatures, and also this can include emails. For waiting for approvals or the emails in our inboxes to be opened and replied. For motion, the required routings that items take to get to the final customer, required forms that enter data repeatedly. For processing, reports and other communications or emails that are sent to multiple receivers that never read or have anything to do with the intent of the document. And of course, the biggest waste in lean education is the underutilization of all the elements in the education process, namely the teachers, the students, and the administrative staff. So the results of poor educational system are students who failed in exams due to unprogrammed education, students who graduate from educational institutions with an intention to find a good job and do not have lifelong learning ability, giving lessons that will not be used by the students in their professional lives and which will not contribute to the concept of value, planning mistakes in curricula, and other mistakes in training process. So, the good news is, every company has a tremendous opportunity to improve using lean techniques, the techniques that will enable us to deliver higher quality outputs at significantly lower cost. The basic principles of lean education are: first, identify your customers and what they value. So the customer or the customers in education system are the parents, the students, employees, of course, the teachers. So it defines they define the value of the service. The next is map the value stream. So the value stream mapping shows the workflow process steps for a service. The value stream mapping helps to identify and eliminate the non-value added activities. This eventually helps us to reduce the process delays and thereby improves the quality of the service. The next is to create flow to the customer. So create flow to the customer by ensuring continuous flow system in rendering service. Flow will optimize the process to maximize process efficiency. The next is to establish pool based on customer demand. Establish pool approach by meeting system beat time. The beat time is the rate at which a service must be ready to meet the customer demand. Then, of course, seek continuous improvement. Finally, we must put consistent efforts to improve the existing business processes to cater ever-changing customer needs. This ensures elimination of waste and defects, free products and quality service to our customers. So, lean concepts can certainly be applied to teaching practices within schools, but it is important also to think about all of the processes that surround what happens in the classroom. Schools rely on a complex web of processes, including, of course, accounting, emergency preparedness, human resources, facility maintenance, budgeting, food service, technology, professional development, certification, fundraising, testing, parent-community relations, communications, office administration, transportation, and of course, reporting. Okay? So what is Six Sigma? According to Jack Welch, Six Sigma is a quality program that, when all is said and done, improves your customer experience, lowers your costs, and builds better leaders. So Six Sigma is a data-driven problem-solving methodology. The focus is on the process variation and emphasis is given to customer satisfaction. Continuous process improvement with low defects is the goal of this method. And this is our Six Sigma methodology. Okay? Okay. Next is integrating Lean and Six Sigma. So for Lean, the goal is to improve process performance through waste elimination and cycle time reduction, while in Six Sigma, the goal is to improve process performance in relation to what is critical to the customer. For Lean, the focus is bias for action. For Six Sigma, the focus is bias for analysis. For Lean, the method is implement Lean tools such as Kaizen events, value stream mapping, 5S, TPM, and etc. For Six Sigma, the method is it uses the MAIC method and quality tools. For Lean, the deployment is implicit infrastructure, while in Six Sigma, the deployment is explicit infrastructure. Lean is after speed, flow, and cost, while Six Sigma is after the customer satisfaction. So what is Lean Six Sigma? It leverages the best problem-solving methods to help organizations achieve their missions and satisfy customers. It is a fact-based, data-driven philosophy of improvement that values defect prevention over defect detection. Lean focuses on waste elimination, supports Six Sigma quality, while Six Sigma quality supports speed. So factors to be considered in the Lean Six Sigma for educational systems, first are the barriers. So what are those? Defect, silos, expectation of quick fixes, the terminologies, leadership, and culture. For critical failure factors, those are lack of visionary leadership, lack of process ownership, lack of training, poor project selection, cultural changes, academic freedom. For the readiness factors, leadership and vision, management commitment and vision, linkage to strategic plan, customer focus, and the right people. For the critical success factors, the leadership, the project selection, the training, the accountability, the right technology, the right marketing, communication, culture, and organizational readiness. Of course, for the key performance indicators, the university ranking, the student completion rate, the student satisfaction, the student attendance, the quality of the university's research, facilities satisfaction, application processing time, university housing. Here are some of the universities that use Lean Six Sigma. In Racine County, Wisconsin, the Racine Unified School District has applied Lean Six Sigma techniques to redefine its enrollment process in its middle school. Singapore Management University created significant change in their institution by training staff on Lean Six Sigma methodologies. University of Miami, Ohio has been called one of the most efficient schools in the country because of their work with Lean and Six Sigma principles, from big campus-wide initiatives to small and granular improvements, like, for example, digitizing the fingerprinting processes the campus police use. So in conclusion, Lean Six Sigma drives customer satisfaction and bottom-line results by reducing variation, waste, and cycle time, while promoting the use of work standardization and flow, thereby creating a competitive advantage. It applies anywhere variation and waste exist, and every employee should be involved. All industries are founded on processes, and all processes can improve, even if that improvement is only slight. But even so, any improvement, especially in education, is a step in the right direction. It improves the quality of existing processes and makes us better managers. According to Henry Ford, coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. And that's all. Thank you very much for listening.